Welcome to Health Reset Daily. If you're over 50 and feel like your energy, memory, or vitality is slipping away faster than it should, you're not alone. You've likely tried eating better, exercising, maybe even supplements, but something still feels off. Here's the twist. What if the true culprit behind your aging isn't your lifestyle or your genetics, but something even more hidden? Today, we're exposing a groundbreaking idea. You're not aging, you're Methylation is. Methylation is one of the most powerful and overlooked switches inside your cells. It controls which of your genes get turned on and which stay off. Think of it like your body's operating system. And as we age, that system starts to glitch, sometimes decades before symptoms appear. But here's the revolutionary part. You can reset it, just like you reboot a phone. Your body has built-in tools to renew and restore this crucial process, so stay with us. Because by the end of this video, you'll discover how to reverse your biological age, without pills or surgery, by restoring your methylation rhythm naturally. Let's dive in. The methylation breakdown, how it accelerates aging and disease. Let's dive into the heart of the matter, how a biological process so small, methylation, can become the linchpin behind everything from premature wrinkles to Alzheimer's, from brittle bones to breast cancer. What is methylation? At its core, methylation is the transfer of a methyl group, 1 carbon and 3 hydrogen atoms onto DNA, proteins, or other molecules. This action is like flipping genetic light switches, turning genes on or off, regulating inflammation, detoxification, and how your body repairs itself. But here's the catch. Methylation patterns change with age. Specifically, they deteriorate. In youth, your methylation is synchronized and robust. It silences harmful genes, supports antioxidant defense, and facilitates repair. As you age, especially after 45, that system begins to falter. This breakdown leads to epigenetic drift. Genes that should be off start turning on, like pro-inflammatory or cancer-promoting genes. While genes meant to protect you shut down, it's like your body forgets how to protect itself. The biomarkers of methylation. Damaged biologists now use DNA methylation clocks like Horvath's clock or the Grimmage clock to measure how biologically old you are versus your actual age. They analyze methylation patterns at hundreds of genomic sites to estimate your internal age. In one pivotal study, participants with higher biological age according to their methylation clocks were at higher risk for heart disease, dementia, and mortality, even when their chronological age was the same as others. In other words, you might be 55 on paper, but aging like you're 70 inside. That's the power and danger of disrupted methylation. Methylation breaks down with age. Nutrient depletion. Key methylation nutrients like folate, B9, B12, B6, choline, and betaine are often lacking in modern diets, especially in processed, food-heavy cultures, like the US. Toxin overload. Chemicals like BPA, pesticides, heavy metals, and even prescription drugs can overload detox pathways, leading to methylation dysfunction. Chronic stress. Stress elevates cortisol, which epigenetically alters gene expression and depletes methyl donors over time. Poor sleep. Deep sleep activates DNA repair and resets circadian rhythms, both critical for methylation accuracy. Alcohol and smoking. These are anti-methylation bombs. They strip nutrients, increase oxidative damage, and epigenetically age you faster. Sedentary lifestyle. Movement helps regulate methylation through metabolic gene expression. Lack of it promotes decay. Each of these factors doesn't just add years, it distorts the very genetic software your cells use to function. Signs. Your meth is failing while there's no blinking red light in your body screaming methylation crash. There are telltale signs that it's unraveling. You feel older than your age. Tired, stiff, foggy, new onset of food or chemical sensitivities, skin aging faster than expected, hormonal imbalances. Elevated homocysteine levels on blood tests, slow wound healing, increased inflammation markers like CRP. These symptoms often don't point to one issue, but methylation lies beneath many chronic conditions. Diseases linked to methylation defects. The list of diseases associated with poor methylation reads like a checklist of aging's worst outcomes. Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Altered methylation in brain genes accelerates cancer. Hypermethylation silences tumor suppressor genes, while hypomethylation activates and cardiovascular disease. High homocysteine, a marker of methylation breakdown, is a known risk factor. Diabetes. Epigenetic changes affect insulin response. Autoimmune conditions. Disrupted immune gene regulation due to methylation errors. Mental health disorders, depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia show epigenetic signatures linked to methylation. Infertility and hormonal issues. Hormone production and detox depend on methylation, balance in essence. Methylation is the silent scriptwriter of your health. When it goes rogue, the whole play falls apart. Why this matters more, after age 50, your body's repair systems slow down. Nutrient absorption drops, and cumulative environmental damage catches up. This accelerates the decline in methylation fidelity. If you're over 50 and haven't thought about methylation, you're skipping the most critical lever in aging control. Your genes aren't your fate, but your epigenetics be your reset button. The role of biological clocks. Let's talk more about DNA methylation clocks, because they are changing how we understand aging. Horvath clock measures 353 methylation sites to predict biological age. Grimage predicts mortality based on DNA methylation of key aging markers. Phenoage combines blood markers with DNA methylation to estimate functional age. In one study, participants who improved sleep, reduced stress, optimized nutrition, and supplemented with methylation-supportive nutrients reversed their biological age by over 3 years in just 8 weeks. Yes, reversal of aging, not just slowing it. This is the future of personalized health. How to reset your methylation clock naturally. Now that we understand how methylation drives aging and disease, here's the exciting part: it's reversible. You can reset your methylation clock not with drugs, but through targeted, natural strategies that restore balance at the genetic level. 1. Nourish your methylation pathways. Methylation requires specific nutrients called methyl donors to function properly. These include folate from leafy greens, not synthetic, folic acid, vitamin B12 methylcobalamin form, vitamin B6P5P form, choline eggs, liver betaine beets, spinach, magnesium, and zinc for enzyme function. Without these, methylation literally cannot happen. Most Americans are deficient in one or more of these nutrients, especially as they age. 2. Target inflammation and toxins. Toxins disrupt methylation patterns, so reducing your toxic burden is key. Drink filtered water, avoid plastic containers. BPA, choose organic when possible. Support liver detox with cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, arugula. Consider saunas or dry brushing for detox. Support reducing inflammation through omega-3 south. Turmeric and quality sleep also protects methylation fidelity. 3. Reset your circadian rhythm. Your body's internal clock controls when methylation happens. Sleep deprivation or erratic light exposure disrupts this rhythm. Do this: get morning sunlight within 30 minutes of waking. Avoid blue light after sunset. Maintain consistent sleep-wake times. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep. Circadian alignment supports daily methylation cycles and gene repair. 4. Practice stress resilience. Chronic stress is a major methylation saboteur. Build resilience through meditation or prayer, 10 minutes daily breath work or yoga. Nature walks, social connection, and laughter. Even short daily habits can shift your stress hormones and your epigenetic expression. 5. Move with intent isn't just for muscles. It activates methylation in key metabolic and longevity genes. Prioritize resistance training 2 to 3x, week walking or cycling daily. HIIT for mitochondrial function 1-2x. Week movement is gene therapy in motion. The 30-day methylation reset blueprint. Now let's turn theory into action. You don't need expensive tests or genetic analysis to begin. By committing to this 30-day plan, you can reactivate youthful gene expression and start reversing biological aging. Week 1 to 2. Rebuild your foundation. Daily nutrition goals: 6 servings of leafy greens, kale, spinach, arugula, 2 pasteurized eggs, 1 beet or serving of beet juice. B complex with methylated B12 and folate. Bone broth or collagen peptides. Glycine supports methylation. Lifestyle habits: 10 minutes morning sunlight, 10,000 steps daily, or 30-minute brisk walk. Sleep by 10:30 p.m. Eliminate alcohol and processed sugar. Not just cleaning up your diet, you're laying the groundwork for your DNA to function better. Week 3 to 4. Activate deep repair. Upgrade your plate. Add liver once per week or supplement with choline. Daily cruciferous veggies: broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, wild salmon, or sardines, rich in omega-3 south. Enhance recovery. Guided meditation or breathwork. Each morning magnesium glycinate before bed. Dry brushing 3 by week to stimulate lymphatic detox. Journaling. Focus on gratitude and release of toxic thoughts. You're now activating genes for repair, renewal, and protection. Your methylation pattern is stabilizing, and cellular age may already be shifting. You're not aging because of your years, you're aging because your methylation is misfiring. But now you know, your biological clock is not fixed. It's programmable. Through simple, daily actions, cleaner food, better light, restful sleep, and targeted nutrients, you can reset the script your genes are reading. This is the future of aging, not about chasing youth, but reclaiming the vitality encoded in your DNA. So, if you've ever felt like you were getting older faster than you should, now you know why. And more importantly, you know what to do. Start your methylation reset today and feel your body come back online.